Hey guys, you're okay. I'm back in the video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. First off, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Okay, the Vision opening up Raw quite stale, but it's Indianapolis, so they had a little moment that I appreciate. If you give me anything Shield related, I'm going to eat it up. And I think WWE knows that when it comes to Shield fans, we're always going to eat it up, no matter what. So I was here for it. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Paul Heyman and Logan Paul and Austin Theory, which Austin Theory to me is just disappointing because he was literally going to be, he was gonna be a little bit more of this. He might have not been on my nerves. Imagine that. If he wasn't in the Vision, he wouldn't have gotten on my nerves. And Logan Paul, man, that's a given. He gonna be on my nerves. But the Vision has just gone down since Seth got kicked out, Ron Breaker is injured, and then Bronson Reed's injured. So your core members aren't even active right now. Sort of. Now, as a response to the Elimination Chamber, the Vision was upset. And it seems as if Seth Rollins is still not cleared, but he did make an appearance with his students from his own wrestling school, which I think was pretty cool and a very nice touch. It gives the guys exposure to like WWE and all the glitz and glamour, but it also builds up Seth Rollins' character that I never needed none of you guys. You guys needed me. And I like that because there is no way Seth Rollins was doing what all these dudes was doing. They moved too fast to be Seth Rollins. I told you guys this. They moving too fast. They moving a little too smoothly to be Seth Rollins. And when Seth Rollins came out, I could tell it was him. I could tell. The chair shot, I don't know. It was very nice. It was very refreshing to see Paul Heyman get that to the back. Now, after that, going into the ambulance, Jimmy Uso comes out and gets his ones off Austin Theory because they are the ones who attacked Jey Uso, apparently. We don't know. They didn't claim it, and I just believe whenever heels don't claim it, it's just so odd. It's so odd. It makes me think that there's another person in the background. I really think that going forward, because even Jacob Fatu is saying Drew McIntyre is the one who injured him, have these heels own up to what they did, especially when it's in their character to own up to their mess. When they don't own up to it, it's really weird. And that's as simple as I could put it. It's weird. It's out of character. I know what I'm getting. Drew McIntyre is not the type to lie. And I don't think the Vision are the type to lie and cower about hitting up Jey Uso. Now, Jimmy had to get his ones, and I loved it. And that led to a match with Austin Theory and Jimmy Uso. And then Logan Paul wanted to interfere. But it seems as if Jey Uso is not out like everybody thought he would be, as he came in and saved Jimmy from getting jumped on. It looks as if that we might have a mania match going on, even though, Seth Rollins and the gang. But that's cool. I need them to retain those tag titles because I don't know if I could stand those egomaniacs having tag team titles. Next we had Gunther versus Dragon Lee. Now, I'm a fan of Dragon Lee. I love the energy they gave. I loved it all. What I did not care for, though, was Dragon Lee getting his behind beat. Not only that, unmasked. Like, let's just send up prayers for Dragon Lee, because he's doing what is right to him. AJ Styles got done dirty, so his partner had to come in and defend his honor. He did what he could. He did his best, and I'll leave it at that for Dragon Lee's honor. Our new Intercontinental Champion, AJ Lee, made her appearance on Raw, calling out the women, saying, hey, I'm going to be a fire champion. I'm not even going to wait to Mania. Whoever is man enough, woman enough to step up, step up. So now there is a number one contenders match for that. It looks like Raquel's interested, Lyra, Bailey, Io. That was a little surprising, CEO, but hey, if we were going to have an Io and AJ match, I'd be here for it. I was a little bit shocked to not see Natty come out, since Natty's the one with some beef with AJ Lee, but we'll see how that's going to unfold and unwind. Liv Morgan had a crazy promo against Stephanie McIntyre, and it's only making me more interested in their feud. It is. All the drama that happened Monday, all it did was make me feel more excited for what they have going on for WrestleMania. Like, if WWE remembers the fact that at its core it's a soap opera and brings in more drama, brings in more entertainment, I think they'd get more people be more intrigued. They'll be more into what's going on with the storylines. Stop playing these stop acting like a sport, okay? I didn't come here for sport. I came here for entertainment. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's real, but there is a lot of sports aspects I like about it. I just want to make that clear, because I know a lot of people might take that. Please know. El Grande's had a little match in the OG El Grande one. That storyline is really, again. Rusev calls out Ofemi. This match is going to hit on many different levels, so I'm excited to see what happens with those two. But Oba did not disappoint. He literally chokeslammed Rusev, his big behind. He chokeslammed his big behind. And I've been enjoying seeing his presentation, him coming out on Raw and SmackDown doing something, because he's not on a brand yet. And there's not really a path other than this Rusev thing that's actually cultivating something that I can see being a storyline. But he's still keeping his dominance. He's still falling into who he was on NXT, but just establishing himself on the main roster. I don't know who Danhausen is, but I'm a fan. I am a fan. I like the goofiness. I think, this is a breath of fresh air. We're gonna get some. If we really commits to what we used to be, WWE, I think we would have something. And Danhausen, he's funny, okay? And I told you guys, like, I don't know too much about the guy, but I'm giving him a chance. And the chance that I gave him, he did not disappoint. Now, the Judgment Day are like the perfect guinea pigs when it comes to people. So seeing that little interaction with JD, Finn, and Dominic was really good. The Judgment Day is fine. Dominic Mysterio had a match between Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. But Danhausen, before that, because he wanted to be all smart instead of being nice like Finn Balor, said, "You are cursed." I don't know how far that's going to go with WWE, because apparently at AEW there was a lot of different factors in his cursing to where that's how people lost their matches. But here, there was a little factor. It was a tad factor. But I don't know if that's going to be really something that's going to go forward. If it does, that's pretty cool. I think he should stay away from Roman Reigns, though. Curse CM Punk, okay? Because I know y'all friends, but if you gonna curse somebody, curse Punk. Don't curse Roman. Don't think about it. Don't. Okay? Make some new friends. But Penta versus Dominic Mysterio was a Child, I already knew this was gonna be a good match, because they have great chemistry together. I already knew it was gonna hit because of the fact that the Judgment Day have not been on the same page in a while. Because they haven't been on the same page in a while, I knew that match with Penta and Dom would have suffered for it. But a lot of that was Penta just being outsmarting Dom. And it wasn't what I really appreciate going with the product and how Dominic Mysterio has been portrayed. A lot of what happened during that match was like, it wasn't that big of a difference in ability. And I love that they like showing Dom, and they're allowing him to show more of his skills, because that's what it's about. And there was a point in time where I just think that they weren't really trying to do that because he was the guy you had to boo. And when you're somebody that's good at wrestling and you're good at getting emotion from people, people are gonna like you and not really want to boo you. There's gonna be some people in the crowd that's going to be cheering on for you. So I appreciated that. But JD McDonough was willing to step in, help out Dom, but Finn Balor said, no, bro wants to do it alone. Let him do it alone. We gotta honor his word. Let him do it alone. And that was nice. That was icing on the cake because if Finn's not wrong, Finn was right. Dom was willing to accept the help, but he said he didn't want help. He just wanted y'all to cheer for him. So it's only right for y'all to respect him. And what happened at the end of the night, that's Dom's fault. She done got cursed. Now the main event was a face-to-face between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. This promo had me speechless at the end. Quite speechless. I don't know how long it's been since I've actually been speechless at the end of a promo, so I have to give them their 10s. I have to. Roman Reigns came out, got his little acknowledge me down, and CM Punk instantly came out. Roman said a few lines, said, hey, you're for guys that live with their parents and are virgins. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin. I'm going to say that right here, right now. But it was funny that he said 30 to 40-year-olds. Even though, in this economy, not everybody's like you, Roman. Not everybody can go out on their own. Sometimes there might be people living at home. Okay? But when he said that line, he said the guys. And I said, you know what? You know what? That's crazy. We didn't bring you back here to get a championship. We came here for you to sell stuff and get money from it. And I'm like, dang. There wasn't much denying that one. There wasn't much denying that. And he said, I'm gonna retire you, send you over to NXT. And I said, dang. Okay. And the use of Phil felt derogatory. Even though that's the man's name, it felt derogatory a little bit. And it was funny. But CM Punk did not let that slide at all. He didn't let that slide. I will say I think we need to move away because Punk tried to bring in the fact that the Shield, I brought you to the main roster, all that good stuff. Move past the Shield because there's nothing CM Punk can say about the Shield that will relate to Roman Reigns. Everybody else, yes. But for the fact that you were the guy that didn't want Roman, and he still made it, and not only did he make it, he made an amazing career out of it. The guy is considered a legend. I'd steer far away from that because it wasn't because of you. And the whole thing of the whole shtick that you played with Seth ain't gonna work with Roman. Gonna come up with new material, which new material he did come up with. The guy said, hey, you want to say some low blows? You want to say some things? Okay. I'm very so... He brought his daddy in there. I'm going to say he brought his daddy into it. Y'all know the line. I ain't going to repeat it. I don't want no black I don't want no black trucks coming to see me. Y'all know what he said. I don't need to be afraid for my life that some Samoan men go. I don't need them. I don't need no problems. I'm good. All I will say is Raw, SmackDown, WWE in itself come WrestleMania. Everybody's going to be scrapping and it's going to be real stiff. It's going to be real stiff because there's a lot of animosity in the air. It makes me excited though. It really makes me excited because this is what it's all about. It would have been perfect if Total Divas was still running though. I'll tell you guys that one. But you guys let me know how you felt about Raw. Let me know who do you guys think took it for the Roman and Punk promo part 2. With that line and Roman he had a trouble with processing the fact that he really just said that. I gotta give it to Punk. I have to, for the wow factor that the guy was left speechless, I have to give it to Punk. But that's just me. I love to see you guys in the comments. See you next time. Bye!